Hello, 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 hello. Well, I hope it's going to be alright. Got here. Got all techniques, and I'm trying to get all the magic now. Time for the worst thing ever. So yeah, playing a 0. I didn't want to start from the beginning. I started that yesterday actually. So this is my normal stopping place. Oh wow, playing a 0 is super not fun. There's gonna be a lot of sighing. This is true. Because I want to try and get everything, I have to play through this and hopefully not die. Of course, the only thing that can really kill me here is when the game decides to spawn the truck right in the middle of the road. Which is kind of bullshit. Yes, hello everyone. It's been a while since I streamed. Live stuff. I was away last weekend. And I was going to be away this weekend as well, but that's changed, so streaming will happen. It's nothing new. Here we go. Sometimes the game will spawn around a blind corner, going too fast, and you'll end up being real, and maybe it's not a big problem if you're not playing the character from blind corners. Game sound is too low. I think I need to turn down my audio a little bit. Then I have to let you know. Okay, I think from the looks of it that should be better, but you'll have to let me know in about a minute or two. I'm no professional streamer or anything, so yeah. Just gotta let me know. I think it's actually hard for me to remember where these things are now when I'm trying to talk and stream and stuff. For whatever reason, streaming just makes playing this game a little bit more difficult. Way better. That's good to hear. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss the heart that's on the bridge. Should be coming up now, actually. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I was talking about this probably when the audio was too quiet to hear me, but basically sometimes the bike can bounce and you can't dodge during the animation, and the game can spawn whatever the hell it likes on the road, like those goddamn laser gate things. So yeah. Sigh. Nothing new there. But alright, let's hope I don't die this time. I freaking hate how the bike bounces though. It really is the worst thing in this thing. Like if you could at least dodge through things, it'd be fine, but it's not. It's okay. I'm trying to make this as fast as possible without dying, which is always an unknown variable in this chapter. It's funny, like I didn't actually pick up this game, like I don't play this game all the time, contrary to what you may think. But I picked this game up again yesterday and played for like 2 hours or something, and my hands hurt after that. So, all the more reason to not play this game that much. Which time in this bit is so completely useless too. Alright, just here. This should be... there are 2 witch hearts here, which you will find one on the bridge, the end of the first verse. End of... oh. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. Like, given the challenge that Zero is, I've actually not been doing too badly playing as him. I've only died once on chapter 5. And that was because, by the way, a freaking Inspired ate me. Because I got hit by the annoying wind thing, and then for whatever reason he didn't climb up the snake properly just before you meet Inspired, so I got ate. I got eaten. You know, I've played around with Cheat Engine a little bit. Like, I'm obviously just a purist because I don't like the idea of cheating to get things. Like, I could cheat to get Sci-Fung, but I don't really want to do that. Okay, well at least I've got 2 hits now as opposed to just 1. Can you imagine how much more awful this level would be if they had made you take damage from cars? Like, Bayonetta is not exactly a game that is very strenuous on, like, what your hands have to do, but yeah. I also knit a lot, which doesn't help either. Alright, we're getting to that point now where it's almost over. Pretty sure, yeah. Okay. Oh, fuck me. That doesn't normally happen. Thank God there's a checkpoint just before that. Guess you always gotta dodge through the broken bits. It's really scary sometimes when the game spawns those fiery bits, which looks like it should be around a truck that can hurt you, but then there's no truck for whatever reason. Look at this, pure plat. Beautiful. Let's hope I don't die here. I'm not sure what it is, maybe I'm just becoming slower as I get older, but sometimes this game drops my inputs. I definitely do need a new computer though. Okay, let me just fix the audio a little bit. The game's just how the game where the hell. Okay, let's fix up audio pitch. I'm always terrified because of the way this game works when you get out of the game. Sometimes it still picks up your mouse clicks and stuff, and I keep being worried now that I'll hit save and I'll hit save over my Bayonetta file, which is, you know, not an insignificant amount. But yeah, finally starting to fill out 0. Let's just go in and grab another bit of magic. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just max everything out as much fast as I can so that I can do things. Because the internet's just sorely lacking in a 0 combo video. Poop. So, I was of two minds about whether I should stream this, because this is just basically me playing the game as I would do normally and not without the need to be entertaining or anything. So I am going to be trying to collect all the stuff and all that. Oh, I thought I could parry that. I should probably reset. It's kind of hard playing on normal because everything is so much slower. Sometimes I just don't know what to do with that. Ah, that "you've unlocked something" sound, that would be the chest. The chest that is over here. All that flash and no good combo. That would be this jar that's over here that contains the bullet. That's probably what you're hearing. already open, so let's go do an Alfheim, which I really regret now, because I should have gotten Gaze of Despair. Oh well, let's see how we go with PKP. Oh fuck, that's what I hate. You don't want to get too far away from your body when you don't have Gaze of Despair here. What is with the fucking targeting right now? Terrible. I don't know what. Sometimes the targeting does not do what I want it to do, which kind of inhibits my ability to do cool things. Not that I was doing anything cool there, but man, that was annoying. Are there any good tips to consistently beating Joys without taking damage? It's been something that I kind of had an idea for in terms of making videos for this. But it's a fair bit of work, and I actually was supposed to be working with Saw on this, but Saw is a very busy man, and it just hasn't happened. But basically I wanted to do like an enemy guide for the game, as in AI, tips, weapons, all that sort of thing. I doubt really there's that much need for it, quite frankly. It's not a difficult game, but yeah, Joys are probably the most unpredictable lot of the enemies. But general tips for Joys, I mean, I could go through their AI, but it's kind of hard to do it off the top of my head. Like, I think it was about a year ago I actually started drafting ideas for how I would do it, but it's a fair bit of work which I haven't had to do in a long time, and I really don't know whether people would get anything out of it. I mean, I have a reputation to uphold in terms of being like the most freaking camera, the most comprehensive Bayo guide on YouTube. But it is a lot of work. So much recording stuff as well. Although with PC it's a little bit easier these days. This is on normal. Enemy blocking can be a little bit finicky sometimes, and sometimes I don't fully understand it myself. But I find that basically, as a general rule, whatever attack you're blocking, whether it be a melee or something that's like at a distance, like a Wicked Weave, you generally aim towards the actual enemy. Joys are kind of hard to deal with because they're kind of like genres. They got a lot of options of what they can do at mid-range or close range. More often than not, they'll actually try to dodge away from you to get to like mid-range. Yes, this is on PC. I'm only really playing Bayo on PC these days. It's just easier to set up. I'm not gonna do that. Bayo 2, in terms of what you're asking about, Abdullah, is basically they made the window for Moth Within a lot bigger, which makes it possible to let's see if I don't regret this. Oh, no, 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 no. Where are you guys going? I always forget when I'm playing casually and not for recording that torture attacks exist and that they are a good way to kill things quick. I'm generally not in the habit of using them, so easy to forget. Now let's hope I don't die this next one, because that's a whole bit of kinships. A whole boatload of them. I don't know why this crow is so difficult to get. This one and the one in Chapter 6, the very first one, you get on normal. For whatever reason I struggle with them a lot. Specifics about turbo mode, I don't think I've actually been able to activate it on PC version at all, but there's so many more variables when it comes to the PC version that it's really hard to say. I don't think I've ever had it activate on the Wii U version of the game either, so it's really just an Xbox 360 glitch. And it tends to happen in the Alfheim rooms, or where you're just constantly just resetting the game over and over again. sometimes it would just happen. So for whatever reason, I think it happens. It sometimes will happen in Angel Slayer as well. All right. Oh, freaking hell. Oh, fuck me, that's so annoying. Nope. I did not see that. Thanks a lot, game. Like, there maybe was an audio cube, I didn't hear it. Those things really are a bitch to deal with about witch time. Especially when I'm stressing out about, oh my god, I'm gonna die in one hit. It's not, like, the turbo glitch isn't something that I have tried to intentionally activate, because it just seems so random to me. I mean, I think at these days, most people are in the habits of double or triple Tetsuzanko-ing something, so yeah, maybe. I just wish the game would play like that all the time. What are you doing, Zero? Come on. I always forget how much easier the game is with Zero or Bayonetta. Well, I guess specifically Bayonetta, but Zero plays essentially the same as Bayonetta, but with the whole, oh, you die in 2 hits thing. Yeah. I'm so used to playing as Jeanne now that I keep thinking, oh, I have to parry everything to get witch time, but no, it's never the case here. But I mean, I say things are easy, but I still get hit. Now, if I was playing with any other character, I would show off some Joy AI stuff here, but I don't have to. Whoop. Yeah, Joys are fast. like any other character, I would play around with them a little bit, or I'd try to kill them all off and leave one so I can show you guys, but like, Joys when you're playing as Bayo or Zero is so much easier when you don't have to worry about when you know you can dodge a large percentage of their attacks and get witch time. So yeah, witch time makes this game super easy. I just really wish that this checkpoint for this fight here was a little bit not so far away all the time. What the hell just hit me? Like, you YouTube guys are so far behind, I'm not really sure what you're reacting to. I'm not really sure what new video you're talking about. But yeah, I am unlocking stuff with Zero so I can do another video. So maybe something by this weekend, assuming I have time. Whoops. Bloody hell, I hate that. I really wish there was a way you could turn off torture attacks. Because I didn't mean to do that. Really, I don't think there is a Alfheim with just Joys that I could do this with. So if I were to do that video, I have to think about where I'm going to do that. Not going for pure plat here, just trying to survive. Wow, I've done so badly this chapter that I don't even have enough for a second witch heart or whatever. I like how the audio just always abruptly stops at halfway through this little thing here. It's a little bit jarring. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm not even trying for... not even trying for pure plat anyway. No, what the fuck just happened? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Oh my god. Why is everything so slow? That shouldn't have happened. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I could have reset, but whatevs. I got rid of all the health and I hit punch and kick, and for whatever reason I timed it out or something. Like, yeah, that seemed like bullshit. Good. Alright. Getting there. And yeah, I do think this Alfheim's placement is bullshit, but that's just the game. That got a bit hairy there. Alright. Why doesn't it loop back? It's terrible. Really, with Zero, I really should just equip Gaze of Despair, but then it just makes air comboing things so much more difficult. Oh, and we start this with 3 joys. That's gonna be excellent. I'll refrain from using Kilgore because it makes things a little bit too easy. Which fight did I miss again? Oh yeah, I did miss that one. Yeah, I guess it was intentional, but kind of forget about that one. Boing. totally dodged that, man. The most annoying thing I find about Zero is that if you do allow yourself to get hit and just continue on playing, just the claws on the side of the screen is a little bit annoying. I'm not meaning to do this combo at all. I don't know why this is happening. Be all them halos. Oh, okay. There's a certain way to hit it. Alright. Guess I'm also used to a certain way of playing, that is to say, having Gaze of Despair equipped so that I don't have to worry about combo a little bit too much. Well, as long as the game keeps giving me health when I'm at 0 health, I will be okay, I think. PKP, the game. Stop phasing through my attack. Eh. I mean, I can totally see why they nerfed it in Bayo 2 because it was ridiculously overpowered in this game. But mechanically speaking, there's a lot of problems with Bayo 2's changes, even if you consider the fact that they fixed PKP. I actually really like PKK in Bayo 2 because it's a launcher, I think. Yeah, it is a launcher. Yeah, I like that. So, cool trick, if I was bothering to do this, is that you can farm health in Alfheims. I think if you actually taunt enemies as well, it will also work. But if you gain health in an Alfheim using either the Star of Denetta or like the perfect parry, you'll get to keep it in game. This is where it gets a little bit confusing in terms of the terminology, because some games use launches as to say it's not necessarily a move that launches an enemy into the air, but it's more like it launches enemies into one another. That is to say, it moves enemies horizontally as opposed to vertically. When I say launches, I typically mean vertical movement, so PPK, like that. Whereas in some terminology, in my other I'm only really familiar with is God Hand, is you got launches like that, which is things that move things horizontally. But no, there's a good chunk of launches in Bayo 2, sorry, in Bayo 1 that don't use pause combos. Got it first time, yes. To pick up the weapon beforehand, because sometimes after this verse it will always put you here, and sometimes that weapon won't be there anymore, which is a little bit annoying. Pausing the combo, yeah. Whoop. Where did it go? Well, I'm doing really badly for combo, and therefore for money. Not that I particularly need anything. I think I could possibly stand to get Gaze of Despair, but it's not important. Now I could run away at this next one, but there's chests to be had, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened, but what the hell. Always such a dick move when they pull out those claws just before the verse ends. Oh god, what the fuck's going on? Are you ready for Gracious and Glorious? Let's see how badly I do. Oh my god. Oh, freaking hell. Thank god for that red hot shot. Okay, good. Yeah, I haven't had that happen yet, but sometimes things will stay on the UI for whatever reason. Of course, I have to do this all over again. I hate how sometimes these dudes, there's this gracious, glorious, glory, they slide around on the ground and you sometimes have to really quickly change which direction you're blocking from, and that can be a bit of a pain in the butt. I really should just equip and get that over with. Turbo mode can sometimes be activated in Alfheims. If you're really fucking around with an Alfheim and you're basically So you know how in an Alfheim if you fail it, you can just keep replaying it. Sometimes if you keep doing that, you will hit the turbo mode. I have made it happen on the third Alfheim that you get in chapter 2. So the defeat all enemies one. It just feels like you just need to do things repeatedly. I honestly haven't really seen it happen often enough for it to sort of figure out any sort of pattern. Oh my god. Oh my god, why? Whatever, I'll just take that bloody hotshot. Maybe I'll just spam some things here and get some health back, I don't know. Stop moving around so I can kill you. Come on. I really feel like in terms of the community, quote unquote, not very much has been done for Bayonetta. There's always that mandatory nude mod, which I have never actually seen. And there's also, you know, the kind of, I guess, really cheesy ones like, oh, can I get Pillow Talk charged all the time mod, or infinite jumping, or infinite which time or something. Nothing like, yeah, like what I suggested on my Twitter, which would be, hey, maybe you guys could dig around and find that code with the beating heart of the sword, Sharaba. Because that would be cool. It's always been mentioned by the developers, but it's never actually been found. I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What? It depends what you mean by PC mod. Like, there's plenty of skins, but they don't really interest me. Where the fuck am I? What the hell? Ugh. Guess I gotta use Radans just as a checkpoint. Accessories or hearts? Not that they really do much for me. Just gotta be complete. I always forget how many there are on whatever difficulty. Did pretty badly. Especially considering I technically died. So I really don't like the red hot shots. Like, unlike in DMC where they actually say they let you choose. But I suppose in Bayonetta it's just like, oh, you used it, well, you gotta reset. Oh, I would have done so well otherwise. Oh well. I wasn't even really paying attention to my score. I thought I was doing pretty awful. Cool. More hearts, please. Actually, no, I don't want that. Come on, drop it. Alright. Whoops. It always kinda is crazy to me how much crazier this boss is in Bayonetta 2. Yes, yes. Always gotta show you that. Regardless of whether it's your third file or your first file. Quite honestly, Gracious and Glorious aren't so bad. They're a bit more predictable for me than Joys. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually the case, but this is just my personal feeling. I feel like just jumping off the edge is faster than trying to get this to work. Yeah, you lose all your magic, but whatever. Okay. Let's hope I don't get hit in the next section. How do you get so good? By playing the game a lot. That's going to be my answer for everything related to that. Just play the game a lot. I have to say, I really can't think of any of the bosses that I find particularly enjoyable. I think Temperantia is really fun. And I know I hate Serpentia the most. With one hit, the platinum becomes a gold. Frickin' hell. This one's pretty long, actually. I think Fortitudo's a good sort of first boss. Pretty simple in terms of what you need to do. And it does kind of set the tone for what you do with the other bosses as well, but I don't know. Oh, another one of these. Come on, please. Alright. Which one? Let's see if I can't preserve it for the Jeanne fight. Oh, I think this one's a it's an out of body one, which is gonna be poopy again. No, fuck. Fuck. That was bad. Okay, I'll have to reset that because I'm going to need that extra hit. And I lost my angel weapon. Oh well. That's what I get for trying to rush things, I guess. It was almost scary because I wasn't sure if I was going to make that. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that, no. I really hate that that happens. Yeah, that's a pretty... I would say that's a bug of the game. I didn't get hit, man. I just triggered the... I just triggered that within, and that shouldn't really be using a goddamn... Shouldn't be using a hotshot. Yeah, I've managed to actually glitch my way out of here before on the Wii U version. I thought it was like a quirk of the Wii U version, but no, it's just a dumb physics thing, which is actually really hard to trigger. Sometimes I'm just pressing buttons and I don't fully know what I'm doing. That was one of those times. I'm pretty sure this is a out-of-body one, yeah, and that's gonna suck. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Freaking fire enemies. And grind for some halos at least. Oh, hey Stu. Oh boy, that was awful. Yeah. Doing those Alfheims without Gaze of Despair are kind of annoying. I'm 3 hearts away. Let's see. Already opened everything here, so I can go raid the shop. Yes, thank you. Yep. Nope, did not mean to do that either. Alright. Should just be like one more, yeah. Now I can start saving up for accessories, I guess. Oh no, frickin' blade. Why? Right. Thank God for actually dropping health. No, health, come back. Wow, this has been a shit show. That health just dropped through that grill. Oh yeah, I figured you'd want that gun. So yeah, I was looking and thinking I could get this, but I've already spent my allotted amount for this month, even. Do I want Bayo 3 to exist? Only if it's a good game, and that's all very subjective, isn't it? Nah man, it's cool. I figured you wanted it more than me. Where is everyone? I just really regret that my two guns are... one of them is a good and the other one I didn't check thoroughly enough and has a broken trigger thingy bob. So I'm slightly annoyed at having paid as much as I did for that, but whatever. I still have two more than most people. Stop being so slow. I'm still keeping an eye out for more glasses as well, actually. I may have technically collected all the glasses, but I want the original version as well. And we're gonna watch this cutscene because I'm never not gonna watch this cutscene.
Why so glum? Something troubling you? Only your constant fretting over my state of affairs. I've no time to play games with you. No need to take out your stress on me, Bayonetta. It's clear you're worried for the girl.
These cutscenes just kind of lose a little bit of the impact when they've got no face in them. There really needs to be more Bayonetta
Tell me where
merch.
she is now. My, aren't we attached to our?
I really wish I could fast forward these cutscenes. Because there's that one other cool bit in this cutscene, but whatever. Whoops. Whoop. Oh man. I don't really see Bayonetta and Jeanne having like casual banter, quite frankly. They're just sassy all the time. And I know as a pretty sassy lady, it's hard being sassy all the damn time. Bayo figures? What Bayo figures? kind of makes things a bit easy. So, what crappy Bayo figures I need to know? Because the only crappy Bayo figure I'm aware of is the posable ones. What? Oh my god, fuck you so hard. And that's probably checkpointed me too. Did you stick me with using one of these? No, okay. At least that's something. Oh, are you serious? I didn't think it was gonna hit me. You need some health? No? You stingy bastard. Like, those... I think it's actually... I was gonna say Square Enix, but it doesn't seem right. Those figures seem to be... Yeah, Play Arts, that's the one. They're probably the one collectible, Bayonetta collectible, that I would absolutely not want in my collection. Yes, no item, thank god. It's a platinum! The only thing I wish they would re-release, or make a second run of, is the Bayonetta earrings, because by god I would jump on those as soon as I can get them. Oh, so they are manufactured by Square Enix, okay, so I wasn't wrong completely. There's nothing really to buy anymore, so let's just keep going. Yeah, this fight. I don't like this fight. Like, I would say this fight is probably one of the worst ones because it does take away some of your mobility. Like, you definitely feel a lot more clunky on this surfboard. But hey, it's really hype. Yeah, they had some Bayo 2 earrings and they were like really limited. And I saw them at the time and I thought, these are really expensive and I don't like Bayo 2 that much. And now I super duper regret it. one of these days I will find them. I will find some person who's looking to sell them because they need the money or something, and then I will have them in my hot little hands. Yeah, the music is probably the one redeeming thing about this fight, but this fight is just really annoying. Super clunky, super unresponsive. Luckily getting bitten isn't an instant death. Check out this frame rate, man. I really do think I need a new computer. Because I've been asking around at my pals who actually know how to build a computer, and they're like, yeah, at least $2 grand, or possibly even 5, depending on how crazy you want to go with the build. And I'm like, I don't even have that much money to spend on a new computer just for one game. Although it would be nice to have a computer that isn't complete crap. Not just that my current computer is crap, it's just a bit slow. Yeah, there's been some pretty good Bayonetta cosplay lately, like pretty on point with the detail. There was that one that I think I retweeted very recently. Isn't this boss a girl? You know, I don't think they ever established genders for these bosses in this game. And based on the voice, it doesn't sound female at all. Give me more magic, come on. Can I... yeah, thanks a lot, game. Yeah, the last Bayonetta cosplay I tweeted is pretty on point, except for the hair arm things. They don't look like they should be stiff. It's admittedly just a different interpretation of the usual, which is just some really sheer material. Whoa, a pure platinum. That's my first one of the playthrough. Oh, and now I have the worst thing in the world coming up. And I will probably get hit a lot unless I really cheese it. Let's have a look. It's like, I'm pretty damn close, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more chapters. And I can't buy anything with that. It's been offloaded onto the... You know what, I don't know anything about hardware, I'm not going to pretend I know anything about it. Now, I'm gonna see if I can't trigger the different music, because I haven't been able to get it to work on PC. Although admittedly, on the other versions of the game, I just mash the shoulder buttons and hope that it works.
Cheshire has awful in-flight entertainment and horrendous food.
Think about it.
That's picking up pretty loud.
Just going to let us land on their island. You think we can just say, "Hey, we're here," and they'll bring us a cake?
I keep meaning to pick up my project again where I was gonna make the gun charms.
But the further down you go,
Etsy store, gun charms. Who's gonna buy?
the reality of things.
Cheshire,
Look. Oh, I'm looking.
This scene is just so much more magical with Zero in it.
Fuck me.
Come on.
welcome to
Yeah, I got it to
my
work.
fantasy.
If after all that mashing it didn't work, I'd be rather annoyed. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I was watching the chat. Thank you very much. No, I have finished Liver's Scarf. I finished it about close to the beginning of the year actually, but it took me a long time to weave in the ends because it's a lot of weaving in the ends. Quite frankly, I could stand to redo that scarf because it's a bit too thick and then too wide. So if I were to do it again, I'd probably use a thinner yarn and some smaller needles. Because I tried to make it as close to correct as tried to make it as accurate as possible to in-game textures, so even down to stitches and stuff. Because that's the kind of dedication you're looking for in this channel. Oh, frick. Whatever, I'll just take it. This level here is exactly why someone may get RSI. I don't know how the hell you can mash this good without ruining your freaking carpal, giving yourself carpal tunnel. I mean, I think the whole thing with knitting is that it's something that you make yourself, not a machine made. Not a machine made it. I'm assuming that's why most people like knitting, as opposed to just getting a machine to do it. Oh man. Yeah. Don't try and push it when you're playing a game or anything. I can only really play this game in short bursts. Otherwise I will probably end up damaging my wrists. And you know, as someone who works on a computer all day, you don't really want that to happen. Pretty sure these guys don't drop angel weapons, unfortunately. That would be pretty fun though if it did. One thing I do find playing Aziri is slightly annoying is that he doesn't have the audio cues to tell you where you are in a combo. So it can be a little bit hard to tell what you're doing because all of his grunts are very similar. Super disorientating when after you've dodged something out of which time and the camera maintains slight wonkiness. Time to smash all the magic in your face after these really dumb bits. I mean, with Zero, when he earns so much magic, you may as well take advantage of it, you know? Yeah, the mashing to shoot efficiently is really, really bad for my wrists. I'm not getting any younger these days, you know? 。 . 。  . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . 。 . . . . . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . . . 。 . 。 it a little bit faster, come on. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, I freaking hate that. It's like I dodged just a hair too late. This is probably when I'm going to actually try and pure plat this. Oh, I totally dodged that. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the uppercuts have the least amount of wiggle room. Do I think there'll be a Bayo 3? If there is a Bayo 3, it will be bad, because it will probably be done by Nintendo. It could weave me. Not quite what I wanted. Oh, thank God for that. I hate the I hate that rocket bit so much. Oh no, that was bad. I hate when you just get a little bit far away and it just loses the lock on and it's like, no, stop targeting on all the things. Ugh. I didn't even know what you were aiming at, man. Has the audio gone bad? Well, apparently I haven't dropped any frames this stream, which is amazing. Ugh. I totally dodged that, but apparently I dodged too early. Oh no, I might lose this one because... Oh god, that's really scary. The pummel things are always scary on the PC version. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad, bad chapter. I really feel like Bayo only really became big because of Smash and therefore because of Bayo 2. Which I highly resent given being such a long-standing fan. Hell, I'm just gonna keep playing. And I'm going to buy... Oh, actually no, should I buy it? There's no more of this, so... Nope. Okay, probably should just save for Eternal Testimony. Yeah, the pummel sequences in the PC version, you're better off actually just not doing them. I freaking dodged that, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to redo that. Oh my god, oh my god. I really hope Platinum do something interesting with their next IP because they haven't released a good game in a while. And no, I don't count Nier. Because I feel like, this is my impression so far at least, I feel like a lot of people's enjoyment of Nier was not necessarily the gameplay. I'm not really sure why the game refused to lock onto this dude here, but thanks. Nintendo... I'm honestly not sure whether I can earnestly say whether I'm glad Nintendo produced a Bayo 2 because I feel like Bayo 2 didn't really add much to the game. But you know, everyone knows me now, I'm freaking biased. Bloody hell. So yeah, I hope, like, how long has it been since Platinum has actually released a new game? It's been... I mean, if you don't want to count the B team, which was Ninja Turtles, it's been a long time. Bayo 2, I agree with you. Bayo 2 had a lot of good ideas, but in execution it did not really put, like, it just didn't have the same sort of polish as this game. What? Not paying attention apparently. Yeah, so I am keeping in mind that Scalebound was supposed to be the next new IP, and it obviously didn't happen. Oh dear. This is just looking really bad. No, I actually have no idea about Cuphead at all. I've just seen it on my Twitter feed. So wait, that was the reason they cancelled Scalebound? Because it was overhyped? Like, I don't exactly remember the press release or whatever that... Because to be fair, I don't think I was all that interested in Scalebound. I'm always a very sort of like a wait and see kind of person. learnt my lesson I learnt the lesson the hard way after Bayonetta 2, is that to never ever look at anything and make judgments based on that. One thing I really hate about this is why, for whatever reason, during which time nothing hits. The best way to deal with a face laser is just to parry it, because it's got such a really, really big window. And I believe you actually can perfect parry it too. I think, as far as I know, there was that game by the creator of the Katamari series that was supposed to come out on Sony, and now it's just no, don't you do that, please. And now it's, instead of being a PS4 exclusive, it's just on PC and PS4, I think? Alright, back to the bottom, because Kamiya hates everyone. It really does feel that way in a very cynical sort of manner, but I think I'm obviously very biased, because they've released other games other than Bayonetta that people deem good, like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Vanquish, some people liked. What's the other? I honestly feel though that most of the games they released during the Sega contract was some top-notch stuff. It's really a shame to see them sort of like this. And Wonderful 101, which I think is a good game, but I just couldn't get into. One thing I always hated about Wonderful 101 is that people like to tell me, oh, you should watch Source tutorials, as though I didn't know how to play. It's like, no, I know how to play. I'm just not enjoying the game. Like, they couldn't get it in their minds that people could know how to play the game and not like it. Like, I've considered maybe whether I should stream Wonderful 101, because it's one of those very niche, it's super niche game. But I'm not very good at it. What the hell is with that Toblerone meme? It's got to do with an anime, right? And I am nothing if not uneducated about anime these days. Some games definitely, you know, win fans just because of their atmosphere and setting, you know? I think a lot of people really enjoyed not Wonderful. They really liked The Last of Us, and I think very few people actually enjoyed The Last of Us for its gameplay, but for the story it told, it was great. I think some very cynical people didn't really like the idea that a game can play with their heartstrings, but no, they're just incredibly cynical people. And yeah, I enjoy Bayonetta not necessarily for the story. The setting, it's fun. Gameplay, obviously. It's been a very long time since I actually enjoyed a game though, unfortunately. Netflix anime. Well, as in it's actually Japanese anime, or it's a Netflix based anime, like an American animation, like Archer or something. I fucking hate that attack so much. As a character, I'm always a Jeanne fan. I've always been a Jeanne fan, and I feel like new Jeanne fans are absolutely terrible because I'm the OG Jeanne fan. But nah, Bay has got her charm as well. They're just all very well written characters. So it's a Netflix original.
Bayonetta.
I mean, Netflix has produced some pretty good stuff, but I don't believe Americans are good at trying to emulate Japanese animes. They best try and stick with just American animation. Probably shouldn't take this because I got hit, but I'm tired of this. I really hate this dude a lot. I was watching TV the other day and I found like okay, I'm like getting just completely distracted with different things. I found an animation the other day on TV. I think it was on Channel 7 actually, and it was like this really shitty, I guess Archer ripoff. And I just don't understand why people want to like why they would want to watch such a terrible quality anime. To be fair, I used to be into Archer as well, but then I found the fans absolutely insufferable, which is always a good indication that it's a good show, right? It's like, for instance, I've never even watched Rick and Morty, but I know that their fans are insufferable, therefore I will never watch Rick and Morty. Like, I used to date a guy who actually got me into Archer, and the kind of person who just constantly yells catchphrases from the show, and I don't like that. If that makes me elitist, then so be it. Like, the whole idea that Rick and Morty is for its humor is only for intellectuals, and that may just be some sort of in-show joke, but it just comes across as incredibly insufferable. I'm sure if I was able to ignore the fandom, it would be fine. Bloody hell. Oh my god, really? Technically speaking, I don't even have to do this. I've never watched Moonbeam City, I've never even heard of it, so yeah. Like, I'm not usually one to watch TV anymore. I only watch TV under duress, or unless I particularly want to watch something. Which these days tends to be reality TV shows, which is incredibly trashy. All magics. Did I mention chocolate bars inadvertently? Because I don't remember doing that. Oh my god. I freaking hate Bert. Why am I doing this? Oh, somehow got the impression that it was an Australian show. Probably. It was just really bad looking. Like, what's the last show I've been watching? Oh, I watched the first episode of the new DuckTales and found it really, really bad. And I felt like an evil person because apparently everyone else was loving it, and I'm like, no. The animation quality is not as good, but I think it's just the nature of how animation studios work these days. So in response to that, I went and downloaded the originals, which are still very good. Now, did I lose my angel weapon? Because if I did, I'll be very angry. Yeah, I really hate how the game does that sometimes. Also, I like how Zero apparently just has a regular old shadow. Zero is just Bayonetta, except that you need to make sure he doesn't get hit more than twice. Not really that hard, and also you can take advantage of more magic. I did chuck the angel weapon, but it shouldn't have disappeared. Prudence is the baby version of Serpentia. I wasn't going to finish the game tonight, but it's very tempting. Freaking daylight savings makes me still think it's still really early. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, no, it's a little bit early. Oh, didn't I use an... No, I didn't? I thought I did. How do you fight against Serpentia? Well... Get better at dodging? Like, you don't need... Witch time to beat him. But if you're playing on normal or hard, in terms of getting pure plat, yes, you do need to get at least one instance of witch time. Alright, let's get... I just can't play Lumen Sage without him being enraged because he's got completely different behavior when he's not enraged. The same way you fight any enemy as Jean, you start a new file. How could I get that much? Oh, right. Oh, well, there are some attacks that you just can't muscle it in, and the bite attack is one of them. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't perfect parry that either. Or if there is a perfect parry window, it's very, very small. But you can definitely get Witch Time as Jean on the stomp attacks, so... Oh. Oh, come on. Did it save my combo as well? That's weird. Well, when he does the butt attack, then just give it a wide berth. And try and bait it out on the stomp. That's all I can really say. Yeah, I've got enough of this. Maybe I should try and focus on what the game is trying to do here as opposed to looking at what Stu's writing. Yeah, there's a cosplayer who has all the glasses and all the accessories, and it's just so yeah. Alright. I reckon I can finish the game in half an hour. Yeah, I can finish the game in half an hour. It's more than doable. I didn't think I was gonna be finishing the game in one stream, but here we are. Is there anything I want? Not really. Okay. I just want to finish cleaning up my health. And you know one thing that's really weird, and I'm not going to skip this cutscene, is when you're playing as Zero and then you go back to Jean who can take damage like a normal person, and then it's like, oh, I'm not going to have to reset. So yeah. Given I'm not going for given that I'm not going for pure platinum, it's just best to just fang it here. Also, the camera could really stand to be a little bit higher here, but whatever. It's a little bit hard to see the inspireds coming towards you at that angle. Yep, that always happens to me too in the PC version. Just jump like a regular chump instead of actually jumping to the next body. What the hell hit me there? This just makes me yearn to play as Jeanne again. But you can definitely make up for the 1.5 difference in Wicked Weave damage by using Pitz's anchors and stuff as 0, because he earns magic. Freaking hell. He earns magic so quickly, but it's not quite the same. Sometimes I feel like it may be a good idea for me to revisit Wonderful 101 because I had a vague idea about actually getting good at the game and maybe doing an LP of it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my LP boots are pretty much just for Bayonetta. Alrighty, let's see, don't need that. Don't really need to worry about this just yet. I figure if I stream Wonderful 101, maybe at least I'll get more use out of my Wii U. I just don't know how well it translates to stream quality because it's a very, very busy game. And I'm pretty sure I'd be even worse at doing commentary live on Wonderful 101 than on Bayonetta, a game that I'm actually good at. Full health bar. You know, given this game is like 8 years old, you too should know where the hell everything is by now. I see so many people complaining about they don't know where the hell things are. I think probably the most difficult ones to remember are the ones that aren't related to chests or Alfheims. So the ones that are just floating in mid-space or whatever. I dodged that, but okay, sure. The crows can be hard to find. Sometimes I have to remind myself where they are. Most of the time when people say they can't find something, they're referring to the hearts and pearls. I really hope I don't get hit by some errant icicle, because that's the worst part about this ice world. And it's really weird because it hasn't introduced ice previously. So it could be a little like, oh, what's this? Maybe they had plans for an ice world, I don't know. This one is the worst. I didn't even... Come on, dude. Ugh, I'm fucking dead. Okay. I've never had this much trouble with that world. Let's try this again. The storm one can be either one way or the other. I've had one instance where everything just broke underneath my feet and I couldn't get to her face at this stage. It was really flippin' weird. Like, she's actually moving her hand to do something. And if she manages to pull it off, then yeah. It ain't good. Now I wish I'd gotten the Star of Donetta. No, no, no. Oh, I flipping hate you guys.
Bayonetta.
Oh, I actually got hit by that. Okay. I thought I dodged that. Oh well. At least I'll get 3 hits this time. Oh, thank you. But yeah, at full health you get 3 hits, and I just fucked it up. And I really hate these forced animation bits that ruin the flow and of me giving the hurt to the Jubileus. Oh man. Why would you put 2 of those things so close to each other? Don't fuck it up, Yosh. Well, see you in a bit, Silent. If you're not lucky, I'll have been done in 2 minutes. I love that. Just trying to remember what I should do. That should be fine. You know, I feel like Bayo 2 would have done better as a climactic boss fight if it didn't try to recreate this again. Because there was nothing Bayo 2 did in terms of that boss that was particularly unique. The whole, let's punch this god into the mouth of Gamora is just really unoriginal. Yeah, you drop kicked him in that way, that's great. But it wasn't really unique whatsoever. Especially when this one had, like, yeah, it's a dumb challenge, yes, you have to aim around the planets, but it's something as opposed to just completely clear into Gamora's mouth. Aha, that was a lot faster than you were thinking, huh? Well, we're about 3 verses away from finishing the game on normal. Man, that's a crap load of damage. What's this thing you linked me, Stu? A giant Toblerone.
Unbelievable. We managed to stop this abomination, and it's still going to destroy the world.
John!
John? Yeah, the space station thing was pretty cool, but it was a very rare moment of coolness in that game.
Come on. You're one of a kind. If you die here, who's going to save the world? I'll send you home, even if it kills me. Now, let's finish this.
You and I are going home together. John, we're both one of a kind.
Now those are the eyes I've been waiting to see.
I should apparently just stream all the games. I've already said my next game after Uncharted 4 will be Nier Automata, when I eventually get it off my cousin. I'm so glad they don't replace this one. Because I didn't stream the entirety of this playthrough with Zero, in the Records of Time bit, in the Records of Time bit when they do the same scene between old John and old Bayonetta, it's just Bayonetta. Because it's always Bayonetta in that scene. But it's good to see Zero and Jean having their thing. But yeah, after I'm done with this chapter, I'm done streaming for today. Like, I wasn't planning to be streaming for this long, it's been 3 hours. But it just ended up being that way. I'll see if I'm available later in the week to do more Uncharted 4, which I know less people like watching, but yeah. I can't be always playing Bayonetta, it gets old for me. I don't know about you guys, but it gets old for me, for sure. You really do have to wonder what wasn't right with Bayo 2, because they had pretty much the same team. Just bigger. Devil May Cry. I guess it's on the list. I'm less interested in that. Like, games of old, unless they're particularly good, I will probably struggle with because just because of the changes in gameplay. I freaking dodged that. Like, I don't want to say Kamiya is the source of all amazingness in this game, but it does really appear to be that way. See, I look at gameplay of DMC3 and I look at the fixed camera and I think, wow, this looks really bleh. I have never heard of Valdis. Is it Valdis and possessive Valdi or Valdis? I've never heard of it, no. Like, I've been recommended a couple of games through stream folks. Like, there was that one from that Twitch dude, which I don't remember the name of now. Gold. Ah well. Like, to get pure plats with Zero, you either have to have an infinite amount of time in like a time chamber thing, or just reset the title all the time, which is really tedious. But I got a platinum average, which is good. You know, God forbid anyone even tries Angel Slayer with Zero. That just seems painful. I did initially try starting my new playthrough on hard, but I did not have the patience for, oh, I don't have Moth Within yet. Like, I did play the first, I mention this all the time whenever DMC comes out. I did play the first half, I think, of DMC 4. I got to the Dante fight again with Nero, and I just put it down after that, and then I haven't saved my save file. So if I were to play it again, I'd have to replay the entire game again. And I just remember trying, maybe I tried too hard to try and do cool tech on my first playthrough, because I remember trying to figure out the timing for the whatever it's called, when you basically rev your sword and you press another button at the same time to fully rev it to 3 bits. Yeah. I don't know fully what I'm talking about, but I was trying to do some tech and it was just like this really weird timing thing, which there wasn't really any good indication as to when you should press the button. It's like it's not max act or anything, is it? I don't remember. But yeah. I guess the reason why I got so into Bayo is because it's a woman and she's so flamboyant and awesome. Exceed? Yeah. Like, I'm not really sure if the DMC series is a game people want me to watch me fail through. There's only so much incompetence people can handle, you know? I really can't believe there are people on eBay selling amiibos for almost $120. Like, they were less than $20 on release day. And now that I've basically unlocked everything I need for Zero, I can actually start recording stuff. Yeah, Bayo is everything goals, quite frankly. is there anything that I want to buy? But yeah, that's basically end of stream, guys. I really wish there was skins for Zero. Although I guess his default skin's pretty crazy enough. Can I have enough? Maybe just? Yeah, well, I'm like 5'5", or maybe even less. So, yeah, if I could be that tall and awesome, that would be great, but no, it ain't ever gonna happen. I find it really funny that you were able to buy Infernal Communicator. Seems a little bit redundant. Oof, just a little bit short. Okay. Like, if I really wanted to complete my collection, I would buy a couple more of the art books. But it's not exactly necessary. So yeah, I think I'd just better save my money for the other things I want to buy. Alright, well, thanks everyone for joining me for this really impromptu stream. You know, it's been like a long time since I streamed, so it's about time I got back into it. Keep your eyes peeled for more streams scheduled in future. Probably not Bayonetta streams though, mind you. Just chill streams. Oh yeah, and keep your eyes peeled for Nier, which will probably be in about 2 weeks' time. Assuming that I get Uncharted 4 done. So, goodbye everyone, and keep your eyes peeled for probably more Bayo videos in future, but it won't be an actual retrospective update until I can arrange stuff for that. But yeah, thank you. Oh, and yeah, thanks for watching.